he doesn't want any groupings at all. Even before that, we, the structure group, has said it amongst ourselves that maybe we should just close out structure group if there are going to be groups here, groups here, groups here. So it won't be any wahala. This is the first time ever in my life that I've been added to any group. And I will tell you this, that everybody in that group, they're not people that I reckon with. But I stood there because it's justice for Mohbad. I stood there because I saw that they were doing what they were supposed to be doing. Do you understand? So it is not that maybe we're doing anything behind anybody's back. We wanted to merge. It was Andy, them. I mean, not don't let me mention this. It was their, management team that said no. And I have read what they wrote. You understand? So it's I don't know. I know we understand things differently. Yesterday, I was trying to explain to Sister Anna Suko as well. And she said she saw a little bit of, reasoning. We are not begging for justice from Mohbad. No. Arifalo Sofuwa Agboseti, he told us. He told us, it's not like we can't say, oh, okay, we know what we're supposed to do. And I said it in Yoruba. I said, let us get this guy out first. That's all. That's the reason. That's the only reason behind it. So Miss Rhines said Mr. Muyiwa needs to come out yesterday. That was why Mr. Muyiwa was on that platform yesterday, and he said it there that there is nothing like groups anymore, that Joseph Aloba doesn't want it.
Okay.
And I followed up and said, and I mentioned the groups that I know. I only know of structure and the management team. And Muyiwa Ayodele, whatever his name is, sir, has said he doesn't want, Baba Mohbad does not want any grouping. Everybody should go and work independently, which is what Detola Aduke has been doing. So since yesterday, I've been seeing a whole lot of stuff. It doesn't concern me. Me, I'm justice for Mohbad. We are justice for Mohbad. And I stand my ground on the fact that Ileri Oluwa promised Omoaloba the voice note he left before he died, before he died. That's what I stand on. And I have never in my life in anywhere said it was Black Widow, low fear, Bekpa, or Koi. I am standing my grounds and I'm saying it that she knew what happened. Let her come out and come and talk. And they can rest by Ejo. Okay, Mr. York, thank you very much.
Hold on, Andy. Hold on. Andy.
I'm available now.
Okay, hold on.
Hold on, the senator. I need to quickly respond to Mommy
Hold on.
Please let him respond, please, so I can clear it.
Hold on. I'll respond. Now, when Andy was making his submission, he said what's it called? He said the aims or the tax that was given to them in their own group. Please, Mommy Detola, I would like to know, when this structure group was formed, what was the task? So that we'll see whether it's the same tax that was given, maybe conflict of interest, that's what is causing all this commotion. Can
I respond to you?
Yeah, what tax was given to the structure?
The tax that was given to the structure is, it has Kilorukwe, that justice for Mohbad, we should assist with the what's on ground regarding autopsy, toxicology, the DNA thinking, everything. Where we will pick. If today now we'll talk about, okay, this is what we feel should go ahead. This is this is that. That's how we deliberate. Everybody is not for us. For me, throughout that I was there. There was nothing about Owo. The only Owo that ever came up was what they gave, was what the Aloba family gave Westo and Arifa regarding their case. Now, Shewari, Mr. York, sir, Sherry with the management team, with the way Mr. Muyiwa explained it to the structure team, and he said it when we were in the meeting that we went with the two groups, Mr. Muyiwa said he did not have knowledge of the management team. He said Mr. Andy called him and added Crunch Queen and Mr. Adewale to the call. And the next thing he knew, it was a group. He said he did not give them the go-ahead to form a group. I'm saying it openly here. He said it yesterday, and he said it within structure.
Mommy Dotala, let me
Hold
respond.
on, Andy.
Don't speak
Andy,
for
hold on.
him.
Hold on, please. I'm the one coordinating this platform. Just hold on. Just note everything you want to note down. When you're to respond, my brother, you will respond. Now, from what Mommy Ditola have said, if somebody says that, this is where I want you to look at this from. If somebody says that he was not in the know of a particular group, and you are the same person that came to another platform and said the two groups are fighting, and because they are fighting, you dissolve the both of them. I think there is a comma there. With all due respect to Mr. Muyiwa, if he have said that one can put more group, one can put more call, he was not in the know from the Abin issue. Then you are now the same person that is coming on TikTok and saying this group and this group, they are fighting. That means you recognize both as groups.
And I corrected him yesterday on that particular platform.
Let me quickly.
I corrected him on that platform that there was no fight.
Hold on. You people should mute now. You people should mute. Hold on.
Me now.
Hold on. And for him, this is my point. For him,
you can't ask me questions regarding Muyiwa.
I'm not asking you question.
Okay.
I'm not asking you. I'm just saying, from what you've said, from him to have acknowledged that this group exists, and they are fighting. That is his words he used. In regards to that, it dissolved both groups. That means he acknowledged the two groups as existing group. Bam.
And I corrected him there that there was no fight. Ask Mr. Andy, did we fight you, Mr. Andy?
Please, Ish, talk.
Let me respond.
Okay, Andy, respond then.
Yeah, thank you. Thank
Ish,
you.
Talk.
I just need to respond to this. According to Mohamed Detola, he said Mr. Miwa said he was unknown before he was being added to that group. But I can confirm to close to 400 people on this platform now. You understand me that Mr. Famiwa have hold meeting with this Justice for Mohbad movement at least on 6 occasions. If it's not in support of this group, the first day that you claim that you are not aware, the second day you are not aware, the third time you are not aware, the fourth and the sixth you are not aware, that's a red flag. Check Mr. Famiwa out there. Now, Mohamed Detola made mention that Mr. Famiwa said, when did this meeting hold today that I'm not aware, that they hold a meeting behind him without his permission? The question is this. We put a group call and Mr. Miwa was there. He refused to join. That is another point, a red flag. And the reason why Justice for Mohbad movement disagrees to join structure for Justice for Mohbad is written in there. This is what we conclude. It's only Mr. Famiwa out of 7 people or 6 people on that group was not present at that meeting. And this is the reason. We believe that for anyone to claim that he or she is in this movement and is drawing or has been paid for the proceed of the movement fund is conflict of interest. It's a conflict of interest because the lawyer that is representing Arifa is part of Justice for Mohbad. If Justice for Mohbad movement have known that she was part of Justice for Mohbad, we are not going to pay him a dime. Why do you claim you are part of Justice for Mohbad and you said you want to represent Arifa? That is a conflict of interest, and you charge us 700,000. Who does that? Who does that?
Please,
Hold on,
please, no.
Let's make it clear. Anybody that is involved in this Justice for Mohbad, you should not take any contracts.
I don't want that. Please.
The lawyer is doing their job
Please,
now.
hold on. I don't
Get
want
paid.
that. Please, hold on. No.
It's a conflict of interest.
No, it's not.
My drop image you. Please.
And it's part of the structure.
Ordinary president. Ordinary senator, please unmute and talk.
Okay, thank you so much, Yok Daddy. To Mr. Andy, thank you, and Mommy Ditola, thank you. But I will want to decline for some couple of minutes to allow Brekete, Gaza Kingdom to talk. Then I will come after because I think he wants to shed some light on what is going on. So I will hold on. Then I'll permit me to allow Brekete, Gaza Kingdom to come up. Thank you so much, Yok Daddy.
Good afternoon, good morning, everyone. Dish Talk, thank you very much for that. Yok Daddy, agree with everyone in the panelists and to all the comment section. Right, before I forge ahead, I am going to say that I, Lagata Brekete Gaza, in Justice for Mohbad, I pledge my honesty, my truth, and my transparency. That's what I came into justice for, and nothing will take me away from that. But if I have acted or moved in any shady way for this justice for Mohbad, may Almighty God strike me to death.
Lagata, please now.
No.
Stop this thing now.
No. Yok Daddy.
Yok
Daddy.
No need. I beg.
Okay. All right.
I beg.
Now this is the thing. On that fateful day, I received a message to send my number, and then I was added on a call, which obviously was Bossman and Ren Whisper. And I was told that Mr. Muiwa Aloba's brother, has called him and asked him to set up a structure Justice for Mohbad. And I personally believe that is what we all need in this justice. I have been in this justice for Mohbad since September the 12th, 2023.
Sorry, Lagata. Sorry, I just want to pin a point there because I'm noting there's this cogent point Detola made, and you're also trying to you said now that you were called, and the people that called you said to you that Mr. Muiwa has called them to start up a structure, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, go on.
And I asked several questions because I do not want to, because of what has been happening on TikTok and all of that, I don't want to be in any group, because even before that call, a lot of rumors have been going around that Lagata is working with Bossman, he's working with this, that in the group. But it was a lie. I never had his number. He never had my number. Only communication he has done is in my TikTok inbox. So when I asked so many questions, and I believe before that day, a structure is needed because there's been a lot of misinformation that has been flying around. Am I audible?
Very well, bro.
Hello?
Very well, bro.
All right, thank you. So there's been a lot of misinformation that is going flying around, and that makes me believe that it's because some people know what they know, some people know what they know, and different people know what they know. So there was an incident that happened on Papariano's platform a day when Andy was on the panel with Crunchy Queen, and they were talking about stuff. It was actually Andy that said that he sent a message to Papariano, and Papariano brought out the message and put it in a big screen, and everyone was reading it. And he said, and I quote, that Mr. Aloba, they're about to change the legal team, blah, 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 blah. And I was on that platform. So I was surprised. And I put a call through to Mr. Muiwa, and I asked him, sir, is this true that you're changing the legal team? We just have a few days to coroner inquest. And he said, no, he's not aware. He said, hold on, let me add the barrister. And he did. And barrister, is this true that they are changing the legal? And he said, no, that he's not aware of this. So I was now shocked. I said, but on the platform that I was now, I screen recorded it. I said, there's some information there, and a lot of people were listening there. And people were saying in the comment section, why are we changing lawyer now, blah, 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 blah. A lot of things was going on. And they said, no, that it was a lie. And he actually asked me to please go back to that platform and tell them that it was a false information. And I straight away, I came off that group call. I went back to Papariano, he brought me up, and I said, due respect, that I would like to debunk what Mr. Andy just said, because he was saying it because he was saying it as he had a full information and authorization to say that. So I went up there and I said, this information, please, we should disregard this information that until it's verified by Mr. Muiwa, which happens to be the mouthpiece. So immediately Andy said to me, Lagata, please check your inbox. I've messaged you, blah, blah, blah. I said, oh, sorry, I don't really check inbox, but I will check it now. And when I checked it, Mr. Andy asked me to send his number, my number to him. Apparently he has been calling me, and then I didn't know that that number was a WhatsApp number. So I called him after that live show, and we spoke. And he said, Lagata, I've been trying to get hold of you, that there are things that he wanted to discuss with me. I said, sorry that I did not check my inbox on TikTok like that, because there's so many messages here and there. And then we squashed that. I said, well, that they are not planning to change the legal team, but they want to expand the legal team. That was the right word. And they said, okay, and we squashed that. So now, this is another reason why I believe that everybody, I can only speak for myself, but everybody is fighting for justice for you, but probably with different motives. And then that's the reason why I always believe that we are all into justice, but I think in different ways. So the structure ends why I personally support there should be a structure in justice for Mohbad, because everybody just going out there doing what they like and saying what they know, even though if it's a fact or it's not fact. So I strongly believe, and it's messing up with a lot of us mentally. Like, so this one will say this, that one will say that one will say another thing, and it was all going around on the TikTok, and it's not giving us headway. So ends why initially in my own mind, I believe the structure will make sense. So when they reach out to me, I said, well, this is good. That's it. We need a structure in justice for Mohbad so that we can manage information and we can have the right information, because everyone wakes up every day. They come to TikTok just because they want to be informed. They want to know what is happening. They want to, every day, every one of us do that, which is the fact. So now, when Bossman, I said, well, I wouldn't mind, because I believe the structure will work. So, but before I join this group, I would want to confirm from Mr. Muiwa Aloba, that is the mouthpiece. So they said, are we lying? I said, no, it's not about you lying. It's about being careful and verifying that there's a right source and it's what Mr. Muiwa Aloba wanted. And they said, okay, that's no problem. So they added Mr. Muiwa to that call. And Mr. Muiwa said, and I quote, and there is evidence for that. He said that he was the one who asked Bossman to create a structure group that would have every host and most of the panelists and the people that have interest that are fighting for justice for Mohbad. And he said, if everyone can put their differences aside and they can come together, since we are in here for justice, and it's not justice for me or justice for anybody that does not agree with each other. And to me, personally, that was a nice submission and that was a good move. So I wasn't okay with Bossman, even though people think we are in a team. We are never in a team. You know, everybody have their own ways. Sometimes I disagree with him. Sometimes he disagree with me when we are doing submission or we're in the panel talking, which is fine. So now, this is the thing here. I want everybody to please pay attention. Mr. Muiwa Aloba, I'm sorry to say, you and Gracie are the main problem we have in this justice for Mohbad. And I repeat, you're the main problem. Are you guys doing it deliberately? I don't know. But the problem here is you guys are taking this justice for Mohbad, the power given to you cannot even be, you can't even make decision. And I told him in the meeting as well. So this is the point. He was on that call. He said he wants everybody, he repeat, and he was emphasizing on make sure, he was telling Bossman, everybody is included. Now, in that same meeting, they were mentioning names. York Daddy name was there, and the Crunchy Queen, Ishtalk, and loads of names. Over 30-something names was listed that, okay, how do we go about it? Please, before you add anybody to the group, I was not in the group yet, it was just a group call. Make sure that at least you speak to individual, ask them if they want to be part of the group or not. Don't just go and add anybody. And he said, no, I can't do that because I don't have most people's number. And Mr. Muiwa in the past wrote an appreciation letter to me that they like the way we are handling the platform, fighting for justice, and he prayed that such will not happen to our family, blah, 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 blah. And I acknowledged it and I said, you are welcome, sir. And I said, you are welcome, sir. And that is justice for Mohbad, and that's what we're going to get. So on that note, I was told, because I've been in justice for longer, that please, most of these hosts that I know, or most of people that I know that I have their number, I should please try and get hold of them. And then we all agreed, okay, before we had anybody, there'll be a call, a 3-way call or 4-way call, just to make sure that we ask for their permission for them to be in the group. So the next person that was added was Black Velvet, because I have his number. And then I called Black Velvet. I said, look, someone just
Power tap, Wumi team, don't screen record. Don't just be Wumi team that is screen recording, just don't be screen recording for screen. Power tap, please let us tap. Can anybody hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, sir. We can hear you.
Okay.
I think he has a network problem, or a call came through to his phone.
Okay, since you had a call, the ish.
Okay. Let me just say something in some couple of minutes, then I'm gonna mute my mic. I want to appreciate everybody that is standing for justice for Mohbad, and let me also recognize those that are here to make sure that the justice for Mohbad did not work.
I'm sorry about that. Stock, I'm so sorry.
Okay.
It might be. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. I
Okay.
received a call. Yeah. So obviously, Black Velvet was added, and then in that group, when he was added, he was asking the same question: what's this group for? What is the aims and objective? What did they want? I don't want to be in any group that will not, be useful, or that will not bring justice, or normal questions. So the question was answered, and Mr. Muyiwa gave his speech about it and why this group should be okay for this justice, that everybody should come together and etc. etc. So now, when Black Velvet was added, they were now calling other names. Now it was next to Crunchy Queen. Crunchy Queen, I reached out to her. I have a number. I called her. I said to her, Crunchy Queen, how are you? It was a wonderful speech that you made the other day, coming out, talking about GoFundMe, how we should support Baba Mohbad, how the legal team, the new son that was hired needs to get paid. Baba is a common carpenter, this, that. She said that. I said, yes, it's a good thing. I myself, I paid $200 into the GoFundMe myself. So then she said that she's in a group, that she don't think she want to join another group or whatnot. And I said, which group is that? And he said that it's a group, movement, whatever. And then, I said to her, like, look, this is what Mr. Muyiwa Aloba said, that he want everybody to come under one umbrella and have a closure of how to forge ahead in this justice. And they want to speak to you. They want to have a group call first before you were added or anything like that. And he said, Lagata, I don't really want to. I said, madam, please, it would be nice to have you there. You have a good voice. You are fighting for justice for Mohbad. Because I remember when she came to my platform, when she came on TikTok, then she spoke well, and then I believe she's fighting for justice for Mohbad. So she now agreed, and then we put her on call. The same call, Ryan Whisper, Black Velvet, myself, and the bossman. And then we spoke to her, and she wanted to ask why this group is created, this, that. Same question, same answer was given, and she went, "Oh, that's a good idea, but I owes my loyalty to Chairman and Andy are there in the other group, but that's fine. She don't mind this, that. So, but because she said that she was in a group and she gave 3 names, so when she dropped, I suggested that, you know what, since
Tap, don't let them flag it down. Tap. Recording and flagging.
Young Daddy, can I just say something?
Please, ma, mute, ma. Please, ma. I'm not being no major. Okay. Okay. This is the second time Lagata is dropping but it's fine. We're getting somewhere.
Yeah, let me quickly say something, York Daddy, before he comes back. I'm not going to take too much time. So let me continue from where I stopped. I want to appreciate everybody that is standing genuinely for the cause of justice for Mohbad. And I also want to appreciate those that are also working to make sure that we don't get justice for Mohbad. Thank you so much for everything you are doing. God will pay us back. Now, what I see in all of these things that is going on is ego, nothing but ego. That is number one. Number two, I see management problem. There are some people, they are born leaders, and there are some people, they are not born leaders. And once you put them in a management position, they mismanage everything. And I'm sorry to say, I will talk, and I will also remember that I'm a Yoruba boy that came out of Yoruba culture. So I will have to put respect to everything I'm going to say. I want to respect Mr. Muiwa, but his leadership role, I'm sorry about it. His leadership role is not too perfect. I'm so sorry about that. Now, for the group one, which is the management or the board of the management group, and the group two, which is the structure group, they are two different groups that serve different purposes, but they look alike. Now, I'm going to start from where I was invited into the structure group. I was contacted. I'm not going to mention the name of those people that contacted me because I respect privacy and I respect private discussion. So I was contacted. I was told, okay, I would like you to be here. Two people would like you to be part of this. I'm not going to call it a group. We would like you to be part of this body because this body, looking at what has happened in the previous week, talking about transparency, talking about accountability, talking about feeding the public back on what is happening, probably behind the closed door. So I'm not going to be using the word group. I don't like the word group. I'm going to be using the word body. So when I was invited to be part of that particular body of the structure, I was like, I respect those people too much because I know what they stand for, which is why I was like, okay, if they can be here, then definitely I can step in. So I went into the group, and what I was able to discover, in my own opinion, I saw that, okay, this is a good one. It's actually a nice one. Mr. Muiwa is in the structure group and he is also in the management group. But that is the reason why I said we have management problem. Now, look at this. People saying we don't need group or we don't need body. I stand to be corrected. We need a body. Because people came out and people said, we need transparency, we need this, we need that, we need this, we need that. If there is nobody that wishes to attend to that, nobody will come out and feed us on what is happening. Now, this is what I was able to discover from the explanation of Mr. Andy and the structure group. The Mr. Andy management group, which comprises of Crunch Queen and some other set of people, in my own opinion, I believe they are the one that stands for let the money come in through the GoFundMe. They go out, they agitate, let us fund. Now, what I was able to discover in the structure group, at least one of the things I saw is that they want to know that the money that is coming in, how are you guys spending it? How are you spending it? The one that came in, how have you guys spent it? Now, one is for let the money come in. The other one is for transparency, according to my own, what I've been able to discover. One is for let the money come in, and the other one is for the money that is coming in. How are you guys spending it? So that is what I was able to discover. Actually, I'm going to be sincere with everybody. I exited the group this morning for personal reasons. You understand? I've never been in a body before. I've never been invited before. I like to do my own things by my own self. I don't like carrying too many things on my head. I have my own issues too. You understand? So I exited it not because of, even before I knew that issue happened, I exited this morning and I, messaged one of the persons that invited me. But what I'm trying to say in essence is this, that the leadership problem is what brought us to this place where we are. Now, while I was in the group, they were able to talk about Mr. Arifa, at least one or two things they were able to talk about it, and it was a nice one. You see, there is need for a body, whether we like it or not. There is need for a body. But I'm sorry to say this, we are not matured enough to manage a body. I don't know. I only know myself. People might have different motive. You understand? People might have different motive as it concerns whatever. But I know what I stand for. I stand for justice for Mohbad, and that was the reason why I made mention of it earlier this morning. So a body is needed to checkmate. A body is needed. Just like some of the things that Mr. Anders said, just like some of the things that Momidetola said, if those things are not present, some of these things will not be checked. So I'm sorry to say this here, when you are making it difficult for the transparency or the accountability to be presented to the people, well, I'm going to ask you one question. What do you stand for? There is need for a body. It is not Baba Mohbad that is going to come and tell people. It is not, everybody is asking for accountability. Oh, you guys, I'm going to say this. So many people donated into the GoFundMe because they heard Crunch Queen said something like, I have integrity. I'm going to protect my integrity. I'll make sure that every one of you guys, you get accountability, and it's going to be transparent. I have my integrity to protect. But it's so painful, just like Yok Daddy said when he was having his monologue, when he was having his introduction, he said something that was not created in the face of the public. Why are you now bringing it to the public? These things are some of the things that, as a leader, as our own fathers, our own brothers, these are some of the things that we can solve behind the closed door. Okay, now, what is wrong with, ladies and gentlemen, this is what the structure groups stand for. This is what the management groups stand for. You want a merger. Okay, this and this and this. As leaders, as elders, we should be able to manage some of these things, not like we are going to bring our house into the general public. Some things that we have discussed. Something that has been discussed in the management group now that is not supposed to be outside has been brought outside. It has been brought outside. Why? Because definitely I need to prove a point. You need to prove a point. You need to vindicate yourself. Like, I'm not there. Things that does not need to be brought to the public is now in the public. When are we going to? I'm sorry for this. Yeah, I'm sorry for my word. When are we going to grow up? I'm sorry for that. When are we going to grow up as our mommies and our daddies? When are we going to grow up? Leadership problem and ego, because I see no reason why we cannot work, why there can't be synergy. I see no reason why there can't be synergy. If this is working towards this and this is working towards that, we can combine every effort together to achieve one thing. But why are we making it difficult? Why are we making it difficult? See, to be sincere, if everybody in the group have the same mind, if everybody in the group, I'm not saying we don't have the same mind, if everybody in that group have the same mind, I bet you everything in justice for Mohbad will work perfectly well. But I only know my mind. And I'm sorry to say, don't say that, yeah. But, we can achieve something. Leadership problem and ego is what we have that is disturbing us. I want to mute my mic here. It is justice for Mohbad that Ishtok Olayinka. It is justice for Mohbad that I'm looking for. It is justice for Mohbad that I'm also seeking. It is justice for Mohbad that brought me with so many other people. And it is justice that we are going to get for Mohbad. Nothing more, nothing less. Thank you so much.
God bless
Thank you very much.
you, Ishtok. Shameless, Mr. Job Daddy. Young Daddy, can I talk?
Well, like báwọn èèyàn lẹ̀, ẹ jẹ́ kí because we have a lot of requests.